welcome back to our F1 Manager series, or welcome to if you're joining for the first time. And it is very exciting times here, as with just 5 races to go now, we are closing the gap on Max Verstappen in the Drivers' Championship. So this is how it stands now. Just 10 points between Kimi Antonelli and Max Verstappen. Last time out in Zandvoort, in front of Max's home crowd, it was up and down. Advantage to Kimi at the start of the race. Max qualified P18. Kimi started P2, went into the lead of the race. Then we had a safety car in which we had user error. We thought we were boxing Kimi under the safety car. We weren't. He stayed out. Everyone else pits. And we have to pit the next lap after everyone's caught with the safety car. So it means we dropped to last. Kimi then switches strategy. We get a virtual safety car that we get advantage on. And it all works out in the end, where Kimi comes back for P2 and Max has to settle for P4. So we get 6 points over Max last time out. And as I say, it means the gap is down to 10 points. Liam Lawson scored well, though, for Red Bull. So they actually did outscore us by a point last time out. So the gap in the Constructors, we lead it by 30 points over Red Bull. So both championships very tight. Red Bull still have the pace on us, but we've just been doing a little bit better with strategy. And maybe a bit of luck, you could call it, in the last 2 races to outscore them. And we've got to continue that with 5 races to go. And the next of those will be Monza in 11 days' time. So we'll see if we've got any upgrades to put on the car. But before that, all of that good stuff, if you're not already, please do subscribe. If you do me a massive favour, please do take 2 seconds to like the video. And of course, get involved down below in the comments. But I do have some very exciting news to bring you first of all. Franco Colapinto decided to leave the team. He's going to Mercedes next year. We probably wouldn't have retained him anyway. We need some competition for Kimi Antonelli. And that competition is coming by the way of Charles Leclerc. He struggled in that Ferrari this year in 2027. He is used to driving for an Italian team, but he's switching Ferrari for what is now the leading Italian team on the grid, Maserati. So yes, Charles Leclerc is racing for Maserati in 2028. And there we go, confirmation then of Charles Leclerc in a Maserati for 2028. And we see it there, Franco Colapinto, and just under him next season, Charles Leclerc. And as I say, that is because he's got a contract starting with Mercedes in Car 2 next year, has Franco, and we have got Charles Leclerc coming in to replace him. We've also got a financial regulation vote. So what do they want to do? They want to reduce the cost cap. We're going to vote against that now because we've got plenty of money. The car designs, we have got an underfloor coming in 4 days' time. So we will get a new underfloor on the car because we'll go with some emergency manufacturing. What else can we design here? So we go with a new chassis. Let's go for some new side pods, actually. We've got some more CFD time. Let's really ramp up that drag reduction. And we'll drop that down 1 engineer 33 days. Well, Kimi Antonelli, we've not been able to negotiate his new contract for next year. And he said it's a shame that we couldn't come to an agreement this time, but maybe we'll get a chance to work together in the future. We're still working with each other, Kimi. We've still got a year left, and I'm sure we can renew terms before then. The result of that regulation, though, and we voted against it, but the majority voted for. So there will be a reduction in the cost cap next year. That new underfloor is done. We are going to have to go emergency on it, though. That is going to be costly, but it's worth it in this fight with Red Bull. That does mean we have another slot opened up here. There's no technical change. The only technical changes for next year is the front wing and rear wing, so we may as well do another upgrade. Should we do some suspension here? Let's bring that minimum lifespan right down. Let's bring that drag reduction right up. High speed as well. Let's go for something like that. 1 engineer, 33 days. And we've arrived at Monza then, 18th or higher. Let's get into practice and I'll join you just before Q1. Here we go then. We are ready to start Q1. Going to be a wet one by the looks of it. And we are perfectly set up with Franco Colapinto. 100% on the car setup. Just 1% off with Kimi Antonelli. But they are both very high on driver confidence. So getting some nice boosts to their stats here, as we can see. So let's jump in and start Q1. Just closing out our first lap then. Antonelli goes quickest. Colapinto across the line. And he is a little bit off, so might have found some traffic. So Franco might need to go again here. Well, it's getting wetter, and Franco is not improving. He might be dead last here. We're going to call him in.
Copy.
But this is just going to get wetter and wetter. I think it's over for Franco. Yeah, it's super wet now. I don't think Franco will go quicker, so he's going to finish dead last here, is he? Yeah, unfortunate there. We got traffic on our first runs, and then just the weather conditions have played their part. So Franco will start this Italian Grand Prix dead last. Luckily, it's not Kimi Antonelli, but Franco has got a lot of work to do. We need him for the Constructors, and Lawson and Verstappen safely through to Q2, as is Kimi Antonelli. Into Q2 this time, it's best to go out straight away, I feel. So we're getting Kimi out. And it looks like the whole grid are coming out. Just waiting for Lawson and Behrman. And hopefully that'll mean we get no traffic as well for Kimi. So that's perfect. We're catching them, but we won't quite catch them at the end. Mick Schumacher's ran wide. Kimi Antonelli coming to the line. He's had a nice clean lap. And hopefully that'll be him safely through to Q3. 1:25.9. P11 at the moment. Verstappen about to cross the line to finish this lap. Does he improve? No, Verstappen is not improved. I think Verstappen is going to be knocked out in Q2, knocked out in Q1 in Zandvoort. Looks like he might be out in Q2 here in Monza. I'm pretty confident he is, because he'll be coming into the pits here. He is. Verstappen out in Q2. He will start the race P11. Kimi Antonelli safely through to Q3. What is going on with Max recently? Right, this is going to be the same all the way through. So we'll do a couple of laps here. We'll get a banker in now.
Okay, green.
Well, we say a banker. It might be the only lap we do. It might be the best lap we do, sorry, not the only lap. Let's have a look then. See, so we were purple, and it's straight away turned to green. As Lawson, as expected, has gone purple through that first sector then. So let's get Antonelli round. Remains purple through the middle though. Antonelli, 1:27.6. He does go quicker than Lawson. Looks like provisional pole for Antonelli after the first runs then. We're just starting our second runs. Lawson, I think, has just finished. So Lawson has not gone quicker. We're not going quicker. Is that it? Is that Kimi Antonelli on pole? Piastri. No. Norris. I think Antonelli is on pole. He's not going to improve on this final lap. But Kimi Antonelli, by just over 7/100ths of a second, is going to claim pole in Monza. We thought he had pole in Zandvoort before K-Mag surprised us. Are we going to get any other surprises here today?
Can I copy that?
I don't think we are. I think that is it. And I think that's Kimi Antonelli on pole. Checkered flag is out. Everyone's boxing. Kimi Antonelli on pole in Monza as Max Verstappen will start P11. There we go. Kimi Antonelli pole. Lawson second. Russell third. Norris fourth. Behrman in fifth in the Williams. Gasly continues his good form in P6. Perez 7th, Stroll 8th, Piastri 9th, K-Mag 10th, but Max Verstappen P11. And 10 points is the gap. We've got another really good opportunity here in Monza to take some more points out of Max. Right, this is the strategy then. Kimi Antonelli going the optimal strategy, a one-stopper, starting on the mediums, then going hard. He's starting on pole. Colapinto starts P20, so a couple of drivers might be starting from the pit lane, it looks like, because we did qualify P22 dead last. We're going to try a two-stopper. Aggressive on the soft, early undercut again into the mediums, then finishing on the softs. Let's see how we go. And if we can make this advantage over Max Verstappen count in the full race here in Monza. And before we get this one underway, unfortunately, audio issues in this race. Upon playing it back, the audio, I don't know if the gain just automatically turned up, but it's very, very difficult. The audio, my audio in terms of the voiceover, it's too high on the gain and it's distorted, and yeah, unfortunately it's really not good chat. So if you can live with it, I tried to do what I could with it post editing, but there's not too much I could do with it. So if you can live with it, great. If not, it does resolve itself at the end of the race. With about 10 laps to go, I think around about lap 45 it resolves itself. So unfortunately not much I can do, but thanks for the support. And hopefully no issues in the next one. Here we go indeed, Crofty. It's Monza. Let's see how we go today. Can we take more points out of Max Verstappen as we get underway? Antonelli gets us underway from pole. Lawson second. And as you say, Max Verstappen starting last. Max Verstappen is going to start from the pit lane. This is even bigger news now. Max starts from the pit lane then, obviously deciding today to take some new parts. And Antonelli has got a great chance then of maybe leading this Drivers' Championship after today. And he's got the perfect start. He's away in P1. Colapinto, who was due to start last, we knew he started 20th in actual fact. That's because Max started from the pit lane. Maybe Ocon took a penalty. Colapinto, as we say, is going to stop early on lap 15. Antonelli going all the way to lap 25 today. And can he break this DRS early on here to Liam Lawson? We will see the top 10 majority, 8 of them on the mediums, Norris on the softs, Gasly on the hard. Gasly the only hard runner, Norris, Colapinto and Verstappen the only drivers on softs in this first stint. As Colapinto looks like he's got an overtake done and he needs to go aggressive on those overtakes. It's on Alex Albon.
Now we're watching the action closely here.
Franco then getting the first move done. He's up to P19, pushes Albon out wide for good measure, and he's going to lose a bit of speed. That will help him break the DRS probably to Albon. Having a look at Maloney, ex-teammates of course. And will Maloney be on the grid? That's a long way back from Colapinto. Maloney not really fighting it, lets his ex-teammate through. Will Maloney be on the grid next year? Colapinto is, but he's not going to be in a Maserati, of course. He is going to be in a Mercedes. As Lawson has got past Antonelli for the lead of this race then. Getting good traction out of the first chicane. These guys might be continuing to push, but as I say, we're going to look after the tyres now. We know Lawson on the game at least has an ability to burn up his tyres. Franco's got another one, Yuki Tsunoda. Franco making good progress then. Lovely move there, very aggressive from Franco. Oh, we've got a crash, what's happened here? It's George Russell just behind the fight of Lawson and Kimi Antonelli. We keep... Oh, I think Russell was losing a bit of... I think he lost the rear end there. I think he was starting to spin and he clipped into... Was that Lando Norris there? Yeah, Lando Norris. So I think George was about to spin and Lando's car stopped him from doing so. Antonelli leads, Lawson's second. They keep chopping and changing positions. Colapinto now up to P16. He's got past Leclerc, it looks like. And Russell is going to get a penalty for that. It was his fault. So Russell has a penalty, and Lawson's getting back past Antonelli, but those two will continue to swap positions. Verstappen now up to P19, so he's making his way through.
Keep focus on your race now.
And we've got another crash.
Now with the Haas.
These are the Haas's behind us.
Barely any room to maneuver.
And at the same time, something that's yeah, tiny, minor impact, but something's happened ahead of us because Colapinto has suddenly got, he was ahead of Leclerc, but he suddenly got Tsunoda and the two Alpines. So I don't know if they got caught in a fight, someone was pushed wide, but we're not complaining because Colapinto finds himself now in P13 and he's making great progress in this race. And Colapinto on the inside of Mick Schumacher. Is this going to be another one? It might be. He needs to try to just edge into that gap though, because Mick will get the slipstream off the Mercedes. We've got an Alpine on the outside. Yeah, I don't think we'll keep this on Mick because Mick's getting the slipstream, or is he? Now he's getting bogged down, so it might work for Colapinto. He might get both of them in the end. This is getting very busy here, isn't it? Franco Colapinto is into P11. Started P20. He's up to P11 after 9 laps. Great drive so far from Franco. Colapinto, another overtake then, this time on Lando Norris. Max Verstappen has made his way through the pack now as well. Max Verstappen is right behind Colapinto, although Lando Norris will be in between that gap now. But Max is making his way through. So Max still on for good points today. Verstappen only 13 seconds off the lead. Oh, what did we say? He didn't want a safety car, and we've got one.
Okay, safety car, mode charge, follow the delta.
I'm going to switch the strategy for Antonelli as well here.
On tires.
It's a safety car. Gasly is out. And Lawson pits. Yeah, this is the right call to come in now. So Gasly is out. I wonder if he's just... We've seen that when they go out wide sometimes. It just unsettles the car and they retire because it doesn't look like there was a crash there. 2-second stop. And Lawson has to be held there. Not only for us, but 2 other cars coming in as well. The whole grid is coming in, so it's the right decision to pit. Problem now, of course, is can we get out of this pit lane? Oh dear. That is the problem when everyone comes in. The Ferraris are being double stacked. Did Max get out ahead of us? Verstappen did. That is highly frustrating. Colapinto's going to lose out there. His hard work undone because of a safety car. And Max is going to benefit. But Antonelli, it's got a well, doesn't matter, does it? Safety car, say, got a nice lead there, but it doesn't actually matter because we're under a safety car, of course. So Colapinto loses out. Antonelli, no loss, no gain, really. But Max Verstappen, a big gainer in that safety car, I'd say. The Ferrari's absolutely, well, wrecking Leclerc's race, and he hasn't got to be there much longer. Just, what, 5 races now, Charles, and you'll be in the Maserati. Okay, the safety car is ending then. Franco Colapinto will start the restart in P12. Kimi Antonelli, of course, from P1. Kimi is now going to go soft sauce here. So next stop for him is lap 31. Colapinto will go onto the mediums around lap 28. So safety car peels away into pit lane with green flag racing, and Kimi Antonelli does not delay. He is underway then. Quite early to do that restart here because you give a big old toe to the cars behind, and he may be under pressure here. A lot of mechanical faults on the grid and damage. Looks like Liam Lawson is going to try and have a go here, but he can't quite make that work. And he's still alongside us, Lawson. What tyres is Lawson on? Hard tyres for Lawson, 94% already. As we've got another yellow flag. Doesn't look like it's going to be a safety car or anything here. Colapinto has passed Bortoletto and Mick Schumacher, it looks like here. Colapinto into P10. It was Carlos Sainz who had a spin. But Colapinto's back up into the top 10.
Let's have a look at
Couple of moves there.
And we're watching the action closely here.
Ooh.
And they squeeze by.
That was very close for comfort there, but Colapinto gets the RB, and now he's back on the tail of Lando Norris, who I believe has got a mechanical issue. He has. We can take a look at some of these mechanical issues. Norris, ERS, so he'll be quite slow, so it should be a good opportunity for Colapinto to get past him. No DRS yet. Are we going to send one down the inside here? No, we're not. Lawson getting back past us in the lead of the race. We're concentrating on Colapinto because he's getting bogged down, but on this next straight, Colapinto and Lawson have both lost out, and it's bad news. It's really bad news. Verstappen leads the race. It's now Verstappen in P1, started from the pit lane. That safety car, we didn't want a safety car because we knew it'd give Max an advantage, and it has. Max leads the race, 70% medium tyres. And we've got our work cut out, and it looks like K-Mag's getting past Antonelli. So Antonelli's slipping down the order here as the Red Bulls try and pull away. Antonelli due to pit lap 31. We've got to hope we can get an undercut on these guys, but other than that, I'm not sure what else we can do. We could go on the hard tyre. That might be better to go on the hard, because the soft isn't really working for us.
Magnussen in front. Behind is Perez.
Yeah, I think we bring that stop earlier and go on the hard. Here we go then. Antonelli in the pit. Lawson leads, then Verstappen. We were running P3. Let's see how we go then. Hard tyres going on till the end. 2-second stop. We like that. Colapinto. Let's get him in next lap as well. Next lap, go the mediums. Yeah, let's stick with the mediums from him. There's Leclerc. He's going to be past us though, isn't he? So is Hadjar. Well, we don't really want to be right behind a driver. That's the only issue, and we are right behind Carlos Sainz. They are low on their tyres though, so hopefully we can push past these pretty quickly. And we're trying to do it right now, Antonelli.
Behind you have Albon.
That's a long way back. It's too far back. To give him some battery, we need to get this done. It's going to lose us so much time.
Overtake level.
Sainz going defensive as well. He really wants to fight it. It should be done now with the DRS. Right, there we go. That's that done. Past Carlos Sainz. Antonelli is alongside Lando Norris as we jump on board. He's already past Lando Norris, so that's another one done. Now it's Maloney and Hadjar, and then he will have some clean air.
Let's see what happened there.
Can have a look at that then.
The Curva Grande. There's the opening.
Yeah, much better tyre life, obviously. Kimi.
And up they go to 17th.
And that does the job. Right, Franco Colapinto is coming into the pits. Antonelli is past Hadjar. It looks like he's got a... Oh, sorry, he's down here. Yeah, he's got Hadjar. Well, let's just watch this stop from Franco. 2.1. So Antonelli's got Hadjar. He's now all over Maloney. This should be Maloney done as well. DRS opens now on the outside. And now he's got 3.5 seconds of clean air. So that's a good job. Where does Colapinto come out? There's Albon. When did Albon pit? No, he's down to 50%, so not an issue. And that's nice clean air, actually, for Franco. We just should get this done pretty easily. And there we go. Charlotte's not going to fight that too much. And Antonelli into P13. Verstappen has just stopped, by the way, and he came out on P11, so we didn't get the undercut on Verstappen, which is a little bit frustrating. So I don't know if we've got it in us to beat Max today. That safety car really did us dirty. It's Piastri into the pits. Right, we're pulling out wide here. Can we get past Mick Schumacher finally? Side by side now. In all of this, Max Verstappen's moved past another 2 or 3 cars, and he's well and truly up the road. As Hadjar, Norris and Albon all into the pit. So Colapinto moves up to B16. He might be getting past. Piastri's already passed. Back past Piastri. Piastri's getting bogged down on the rear. We have Sainz. Sainz is cutting the corner. And Piastri should get good slipstream. Good release off that corner and get past him. But yeah, the race for Verstappen looks like it's gone really, chap, because we've got to get past another 4 cars. And he's about 5 seconds up the road now. So not working, unfortunately. But Antonelli might get a couple here. He's into P9. There we go. And that's just a couple of cars between ourselves and Max, but it's still about 5 seconds. As K-Mag is coming into the pits in the RB. He was in the top 4 prior to that first proper round of stops. Second, really, but the first round of stops after that safety car stop. Let's see where he comes out. He's going on to some nice softs at the end here. Lawson is into the pits. Let's see where he comes out then. Verstappen is definitely going to be past him. Well, Antonelli, though. I think Lawson will catch us, though, even so, because it's not going to be a massive gap, is it, to Lawson? There we are. Lawson now coming out of the pits. If Leclerc could just squeeze past him, hold him up. No, he can't. Got another yellow flag. Is that us locking up?
No problem, no problem.
I think it is us locking up. Oh, Kimi!
Now this was at turn 1. Oh, and the car locks up. And they ended up their own passenger.
Oh, no, Kimi. Well, that is not ideal then. Kimi's locked up. Takes his tyres down to 75% in the process. Okay, lap 38. Behrman, Bortoleto, Leclerc, Perez, Mick Schumacher, for some reason, just aren't stopping yet. There might be some punctures to come shortly. Okay, we've got a safety car here, chat. We have got another safety car, and we're going to come in for some fresh softs here. Don't know what's happened, but Max is boxed as well. We may as well go for it. We'll be right behind Max. It'll give us a chance. K-Mag might stay out here. Lawson might stay out, so we might lose a couple of positions. Perez is out. Looks like just an engine failure or some kind of mechanical failure then for Perez. So we'll lose out to Lawson. K-Mag pits, actually. This is going to work for Leclerc, isn't it? His tyres were holding on for dear life. Antonelli, 1.8 seconds stop. And I think most of the grid, Piastri's going to stay out. Fastest stop of the day, so Stroll stays out, so we'll be in P4. Right, this time there's not traffic in the pit lane though, so
Stroll in front.
Colapinto in and out, jump Leclerc in the pits as well, thanks to that stop. 2.2 second stop.
Just 3 behind. Mode charge, charge. Copy.
Right, and Colapinto just squeezes out in front of Teoport's chair there.
Copy.
So we're going to start this restart. P4 with Antonelli, P9 with Colapinto, but fresh softs till the end. Max on fresh softs, Stroll not, or Lawson. So good chance of P2 now for Kimi. And what about Colapinto? Russell used, Tsunoda used, Piastri. Yeah, Colapinto could get in the top 5 here, chat. Okay, safety car will end this lap. Okay, the safety car peels away into the pit lane then. We should get a green flag. There we go. As Piastri develops a follow. It's going to be Lawson to get us underway. Verstappen second, Stroll third. As I say, Lawson and Stroll on new softs. Ourselves, Verstappen, on new softs. So let's see how we go. As Lawson has got us underway then. I'm going to jump on board with Kimi Antonelli. Stroll. Key to get past him quickly if we can. And we're getting a slipstream off Lawson. So this is looking good on Lance Stroll. We're already past Lance Stroll. Can we make a move on one of the Red Bulls? We're still getting that toe off Lawson. Let's bring us alongside Max Verstappen. This would be great to get past Max, and we do. We're into P2 briefly, but Max is getting a nice little slipstream now. Is he? No, he's not. So we're into P2. That has worked perfectly off the restart for Kimi Antonelli, and now he's trying to make the move then on Lawson. Lawson on new softs. Here comes Kimi Antonelli. 3 overtakes in less than half the lap, and Kimi Antonelli has gone from P4 to lead this race. As Colapinto's getting past Yuki Tsunoda as well. Colapinto up to P7. Antonelli though, what a restart this has been. And can he push away? Can he break the DRS? Because we've not got DRS for another lap. As I say, they get a good strong toe round here. But that has been a magnificent restart for us. Verstappen needs to get past his teammate, which I'm sure he will do. And Colapinto's got another one. He's past Piastri now as well.
Let's follow the action now at turn 7.
So Franco enjoying the fresh rubber as well. Verstappen pulled out of the slipstream. That's lost him a bit of time. Now he's got the DRS though. Lawson getting a bit bogged down. Verstappen will probably take the lead in this race, although we are side by side with Max. Can we stay in there? Not quite. We could force him out. That would be absolutely beautiful, but we can't. And Max takes the lead of this race again.
Do your best.
Are we still in there alongside Max? Not quite. Colapinto back past Tsunoda, but still 3 seconds off this top 5 as Kimi Antonelli, is continuing this battle with Max Verstappen. And round the first of the Lesmos, can't quite get it done there. We're going to get DRS on this start-finish straight then. Go to the outside. Now we look at the inside. Max is just allowing this to happen. And Colapinto getting Tsunoda again. Max gets on the curb. Might lose a bit of time there. His teammate's going to be all over the back of him. Lawson is moving across the inside. Max doesn't want that to happen. Sure if this was actual F1. Red Bull was saying don't fight your teammate. But Lawson had a cheeky little go. As we've got another yellow flag in this race. It's Bortoletto having a spin. Oh, that's a big spin. I think he was at the back, and the McLaren driver tried to get out of the way. And, yeah, just ended up being stuck behind him there. Piastri, I think so. McLaren having an absolute stinker today, it must be said. Here comes Max Verstappen. And he's going to be back into the lead of this one, is he? Staying with him for now. I prefer Verstappen to be in the lead so we get the DRS, but we're not. He's not going to be.
That was looking fine.
Okay, we might be in a little bit of trouble on this next straight. Got 7% tyre margin on Max here. But there is only 5 laps to go as we start lap 49 and 53. Antonelli covering off Max on the inside. It is allowing Lawson on the outside, though. Is Lawson going to get a 2 for 1 here? We don't want to be forced out wide. We won't be, because that can be absolutely horrendous here at Monza. But Lawson now leads the race. He's on 44% tyre life. But somehow has got himself into the lead of this race. Colapinto, I think, can attack all the way to the end now. Tyre life is really good, but will it matter so much? I don't know. Let's see. As we're going to get some DRS again here. I will harvest out of here. Although Max is just...
More charge. More charge.
I think we need to try and push. Max has just dropped off briefly. Is this a possibility to try and push here? Is K-Max getting involved with Max Verstappen there? I'm going to try and push here. Max has just lost the DRS. Not sure what's happened there. But we will try and make the most of this opportunity because we've got 8 temps to Lawson. We're using a lot of battery. But can we break the DRS before, after these 2 Lesmos? Come on, Kimi. This is good. It's up to a second. K-Mag is past Verstappen. That is not great for Max Verstappen. It's absolutely beautiful news for Kimi Antonelli, who's got a 1.3, 1.4 second gap on Lawson. Lawson has no DRS. And Antonelli is building a lead now. Keep pushing that battery just a little bit more, but it's gone now. The battery is gone. But he's got a 2 second lead now on Lawson. Verstappen back into P3, gaining on his teammate. But Max has now got 2. Max is 3.5 seconds behind us. Colapinto is getting close to Lance Stroll. We're going to use a little bit of battery out of here, because Colapinto might be able to get to P5. Kimi Antonelli sets the fastest lap of the race. Is Verstappen overtaking his teammate? I'm sure he is going to be.
3 laps to go.
The gap is 3 seconds, though, as Max and Lawson are fighting. I want to jump back on board with Colapinto, but I want to see what happens to these Red Bulls. And Max has got it done. Lawson getting a bit squirrely. Colapinto is past Stroll. Let's move him on. Can he get involved with Magnussen and Lawson here? Lawson down to 37%. Lawson might be in big trouble if Magnussen gets him as well. Antonelli starting the 52nd lap. Still got a 3.5 second lead. And Lawson is still putting pressure on his teammate. Liam Lawson having a go, but Colapinto has caught up to K-Mag, and this would be for P4 in this race, and that is P4 in this race, but we haven't got much battery to speak of. Verstappen's lost out to Lawson. It looks really good now for Kimi Antonelli to win this race. We're pushing whatever battery I've got with Colapinto because we'd love to get him into the DRS of these 2 for the next DRS zone. And he might well get there, you know. It's under a second. He's gaining all the time as Franco. Lawson's tyres are barely holding on. He's holding his teammate out. Kimi Antonelli is going to win this race. And what a Red Bull doing. This wouldn't happen in real life, of course, because Red Bull would have asked Lawson to move out of the way and not challenge his teammate a long time ago. But Verstappen's getting past Lawson. We're getting a nice slipstream. Can we send it on Liam Lawson? Not quite. And that might be the only opportunity to do it, though. Although we will get another opportunity actually there next lap. But Max Verstappen is 4.5 seconds off the lead of this race. He hasn't broken the DRS to Lawson yet either. Kimi Antonelli is about to start the final lap. He is starting the final lap. K-Mag's coming back into this as well. I think Lawson is a little bit too far back on Max, so Max looks like he's going to secure P2. Can Colapinto do anything to get to Liam Lawson here? Lawson's size down at 31%. If Lawson can hold on to the DRS of his teammate, then he's got a good chance of doing so, and Lawson is. He's obviously saved a bit of battery because he's just pulled out of there extremely well. On 30% tyres, he's absolutely flown out of there, and we can't do nothing about it. Is Lawson actually going to challenge Max here for P2? I think we will just about get the DRS. Lawson's got the DRS, but he's not going to get close enough to Max Verstappen, is he? But look at this, Kimi Antonelli. He's got a 4-second lead, and he is going to win, and he's going to take another 7 points out of Max Verstappen here today. Home for Maserati in Italy. What a way to do it. Kimi Antonelli rounds the final corner. Just this straight to do, and Kimi Antonelli wins in Monza. The crowd go wild. It's not Ferrari, but it is an Italian team in Maserati, and it's P4 for Colapinto. P1, P4 with a Red Bull sandwich in between, but Verstappen only second. Antonelli wins in front of our home crowd in Monza.
His newest team shattering all expectations here.
What a brilliant race that was for the team. They just did everything right. The driver included, of course.
We may see these kind of scenes a lot in Formula One.
And here we have it. Kimi Antonelli, of course, started on pole, but when Max got to the front, it didn't look likely for a victory, but he did get it with that late safety car. Same tyres as Max, but it was really that restart from Kimi Antonelli. Very strong on the restart. Went from P4 to P1 in about half a lap and never looked back really after that. Kimi wins it. Max is up. Says he's up 9, but is that from where he qualified? Because he started from the pit lane, didn't he, Max? But either way, that's a great result for Max Verstappen from where he started, P2. Liam Lawson drops 1 to P3, but Franco Colapinto started P20, up 18. That's one of his best drives this year. K-Mag finishes 5th. That might be the highest finish for RB this year. Then we have 2 Audis in Stroll and Yuki. Leclerc outscores Russell. That's not happened too much this year. The man that will drive for us next year, Ollie Behrman 9th, and George Russell in P10. Drivers' Championship then, what does this look like? Oh, it is getting very tight. And I forgot, Kimi Antonelli, of course, with pole, gets the extra point. You get a point for pole in 2027. And it's just 2 points with 4 races to go. The gap from Verstappen to Kimi Antonelli is just 2 points. Colapinto retains P3, still ahead of Lawson, and you say Piastri and Lando probably too far back. Neither McLaren driver scoring today, so there's a battle for P3 between Franco and Lawson. Maserati versus Red Bull, and P1 between Verstappen and Kimi Antonelli. Red Bull versus Maserati. As said, Piastri 5th, Lando Norris 6th, so Lawson actually jumping Piastri. Russell 7th, Leclerc 8th, so there are 7th and 8th now, Ferrari. Leclerc is, what, 74 points? Yeah, I make that 74 points, so Leclerc's 74 points behind Russell, a long way behind him. Ollie Behrman, 9th, scores 2 points today. Yuki in the Audi jumps into the top 10. Then we have Kevin Magnussen up to 11th, up 4 places with 10 points today. Bortoletto 12th, Gasly 13th, Stroll 14th for Audi. That's going to be big for Audi. There's a fight going on. Is it for P5? We'll have a look at that shortly. Portier and Perez drop. And then we've got Albon, Mick Schumacher, and still... it is still Hadjar, Carlos Sainz, Maloney and Ocon not yet to score. But Maloney, by today's result, has jumped his teammate Ocon. Constructors then. Look at this. It's still tight, but we take another 5 points out of Red Bull. And we've got to give applause to Franco Colapinto for his comeback, because that wouldn't have been possible without it. And the gap there now is 35 points. So that can change very quickly if one of the cars don't score, though. So that's still very tight with 4 races to go. McLaren are in 3rd, they're going to finish 3rd, and Ferrari are going to finish 4th. But this was the battle I was talking about, the battle for 5th. And Audi, with 14 points today, jump 2 places. They were 7th. They've jumped both Mercedes and Williams. They are now on 53 points, Audi, and just a point ahead of Williams. And Mercedes 11 points back. But the form team, really, I think they've been scoring consistently now for 4 or 5 races. RB, another 10 today. They're up to 32. Aston didn't score after Gasly had a good little run. No points for Alpine and Haas. So depends what happens in the last 4 races if Aston Martin and Alpine can get involved. But it might be very tasty coming into that last race between RB if they continue to score, because they should start to close this gap. It could be a 4-horse race for P5. Fastest pit stop, of course, that's going to Maserati, as we do most races now, and absolutely dominating this one. But that will bring this fantastic race in front of our home crowd to a close, and what a result. Kimi wins it from pole. Wasn't quite as easy as that once Max got there, but he did stellar job on that restart, and winning from pole in the end. Takes 26 points for a point for pole and the race win, so he takes 8 out of Max Verstappen, and the gap is very close now between those two, just 2 points as we head into the next race. And Franco Colapinto, as I say, what a result for him. Started P20, gets all the way back to P4. Big points helping us in that Constructors fight. But just 4 races to go now in this 2027 season, and still either Maserati or Red Bull can win the Constructors, and either Max Verstappen or Kimi Antonelli can become the 2027 World Drivers' Champion. If you want to see how it all unfolds, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, turn on the notification bell if you can do me that massive favor, and like the video. And I promise you, we're going to be back very shortly with the next episode in this Maserati F1 Manager series.